Oh. Oh, that's our cue. Greetings, everyone. And welcome to this edition of the Arlington Weekly News, our first show in 2014. Happy New Year. Thanks for joining us. I'm Craig Nolan.
And I'm Daniel Pineda.
My name's Adele Quo.
That was quite a cue. Here we go with our first show in 2014, News and Community Bulletin Board. Adele is here with
It's easy being green.
Green. A song is coming.
That's
a
right,
song is
jingle.
Coming. This year we'll do a jingle
They're
for
definitely coming
a song
up with
for It's
one.
Easy Being Green. Rich with his reviews, news for seniors, and then Rich, our man about town, doing double duty tonight with an interview. And that's our show. But before we go, here's a social media reminder from Mr. Pineda.
Yes, please visit us on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Arlington Weekly News, and the number 1. And you can also visit us on Facebook. That's facebook.com/Arlington Weekly News for the latest information. Greg.
And now, the news.
Yes.
Beautiful blue screen up there. County school officials are using math to combat school dropout rates and increase enrollment in college and other post-high school training. Arlington Public Schools has picked teams of data scientists to weed out, they say, trends that could improve student outcomes. The winner gets $10,000. The competition is hosted by Kaggle.com, which is an online crowdsourcing platform that matches number crunchers with requests from organizations to determine predictive modules and other analytics for large data sets. Did you get all that? The award money will come from CK through 12 Foundation, which is a nonprofit that is dedicated to providing science, technology, engineering, and mathematics learning resources. The winner will be announced at the end of February, and this idea was sponsored by President Obama's re-election campaign strategy of using micro-trends to send targeted messages to specific audiences. Daniel.
A lot of information there, Craig.
Lots of info there on that one. Your turn.
Absolutely. Well, on January the 1st, the Arlington County Board stuck to tradition by holding its first meeting of the year and elect a new chairman. A county board member, Jay Fazette, replaced outgoing chairman Walter Tejada at a meeting where each member outlined their 2014 priorities. They also had to decide whether to invite a non-board member to be the tiebreaker for votes this year. Citing the county's need to strive for environmental and economic sustainability in an increasingly competitive region, Fazette offered, a 6-point plan laying the groundwork for Arlington to become a hub for the innovation economy.
All right, we're making progress. Blue screen is back. Now, we may have our teleprompter back. Technical difficulties tonight here, but we're marching forward. Well, the county board has made a zoning ordinance change that will allow jumbotrons in Arlington. Jumbotrons, those large and loud sometimes outdoor electronic media screens, will now be allowed on commercial and public buildings within a quarter mile of transit stations, commercial areas, and mixed-use districts, except for the area along Columbia Pike. The screen's content will include community event information and emergency announcements. So look out, jumbotrons, Big Brother is watching, are coming. They say.
For 2014, right?
2014, Daniel.
Well, Democrats hoping to replace Chris Zimmerman's seat on the board will have an opportunity to convince prospective voters on January the 15th. That's when Arlington Young Democrats will sponsor a debate between contenders Alan House, Peter Fallon, and Cor Thomas. Well, the event starts at 7:30 p.m. at the National Rural Electric Cooperative Association Conference Center in Ballston. The date of the specific election hasn't been determined just yet, but Democrats have set caucus dates for January the 30th and February the 1st to pick their nominees. Craig.
I'm having trouble turning my pages.
Okay.
Here we go. One more news item here. You got this one? Maybe shift over to camera 2. No. Anyway, technical difficulty. There we go. An Arlington resident was arrested for locking his 2 children in a car so he could gamble on a video game. 46-year-old James Bentley was charged with 2 counts of child endangerment after leaving his 10-year-old son and 1-year-old daughter in his car for about a half an hour in a parking lot. This happened Friday, December 27th. While he did this while he went in to gamble on a horse racing game inside a sports bar in Crystal City. So, lesson learned: don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that anymore. That's certainly not a good idea. Okay, we'll be back with. Do you have one more? Or?
Yeah, that should
Okay,
do it,
we'll be back with a CBB file. We're just winging it here, marching through the technical difficulties. Right after we hear from Adele quote, and
it's easy being green.
Adele,
Hey,
it's your
Adele, how
turn.
are you? Take
Make
it
it
away.
easy for you.
Check that
It's
hard
not
copy
that
out.
easy because we're using all this paper,
copy
but we're
working
going to
tonight.
try to be green. It is easy being green with Arlington County's 2014 annual Stormwater Wise Landscapes program. It's one of my favorites. Stormwater runoff is the largest water quality problem in the U.S. today. When rain falls on all of our impervious surfaces, our roads, our rooftops and driveways, it all turns into stormwater runoff. And stormwater carries harmful pollutants to our local streams, which eventually flow into the Potomac River and Chesapeake Bay. Plus, the increased water flow causes severe erosion in our local streams, resulting in damage to trees and trails near the streams. It increases flooding and property damage and impacts our aquatic ecosystem, which spirals out of balance. With half of Arlington County's impervious surfaces located on private property, your property plays an important role in reducing stormwater runoff. If you're an Arlington County property owner, installing small-scale landscape projects on your property will help to collect and slow down the stormwater. Allow it to soak into the ground, reduce runoff from your property, and keep pollutants out of Arlington streams. Maybe you have runoff problems or flooding on your property. Perhaps you wish to remove your impervious driveway, walkway, or patio and replace it with a porous surface. Or maybe you've considered converting your lawn to conservation landscapes or installing a rain garden, but wish you had advice or funds to support your project. If you want to help reduce stormwater runoff to protect our streams and the Chesapeake Bay, apply online to be considered for the 2014 Stormwater Wise Landscape Program. Through a lottery system, 60 applicants will be selected for the 2014 program to receive funding to install your small-scale project. If selected, county staff will assist our local residents and businesses to reduce stormwater runoff and pollution by providing an assessment of your property, followed by a written report and site-specific recommendations for reducing stormwater runoff, plus appropriate references as needed. So online applications are currently being accepted until February 14th, 2014. For more details, check out the website on your screen, www.arlingtonva.us/stormwaterwise. And remember, it's easy being green by applying online to this fantastic 2014 Stormwater Wise Landscape Program. That's
Excellent.
Thank you
It's
so much,
easy
Adele, yeah.
being green. Thanks, Adele.
it. Yep. Reduce stormwater runoff.
Reduce that runoff. Yeah, the runoff carries all kinds of
Nasties.
nasty stuff with it.
And it just goes to the streams.
Yes, it does. Okay. Good info.
There you
Thanks,
go.
Adele.
Thank
Okay,
you,
here we go.
Adele.
As promised now, moving right along on this non-teleprompter edition of the Arlington Weekly News is our CBB Community Bulletin Board file. Here we go. If you'd like to spearhead positive change in Arlington or be a neighborhood advocate for social causes, then you may be interested in the county's civic leadership program. The Neighborhood College program is a free, FREE free weekly 2-month course starting Friday, February 13. It's open to Arlington residents over 18, and participants will learn several topics to help with civic engagement, including coalition building and how county departments work. That's coming up January 10, 2014. That's their application deadline. You can find out more about it by visiting their website at www.arlingtonva.us. Daniel.
And to some more events from now through Sunday, that's April the 6th, you can see the free interactive work of Artisphere resident artist Emily Francisco called, quote unquote, "May I Have the Piano Delivered to You," end quote. It features a transharmonium, an antique piano keyboard wired to a system of tuned radios. Touch a piano key and it turns on a radio that the key is attached to. Stop touching the key and the radio, well, it turns off. Viewers can touch and play the device, and the input will be used to create sound collages for future art projects.
I'd like a piano.
Yeah, that sounds really cool.
That sounds really cool.
And then on Saturday, that's January the 18th at 8 p.m., the Ethiopian American jazz songstress Meklit Hadedo will perform at the Dome Theater. Her sound is a cross of Joni Mitchell meets Nina Simone meets classical Ethiopian sounds. And you can Google her, or you can actually search her on YouTube to get a preview of her music. The event, well, it costs $18. And then the following Saturday, that's January the 25th at 8 p.m., another musical act will perform at the Dome. Fiddler, guitarist, singer, songwriter Terry Rodriguez will bring her uplifting brand of contemporary, country, and classical melodies of Artisphere. Well, tickets are only $15 each. Visit artisphere.com, or you can give them a call at 703-875-1100 for information on these and, yes, other Artisphere events.
These and other events. All right, thanks, Daniel. Here's some more from our CBB file. On Wednesday, January 8th, there we go, 2014 through Sunday the 16th, you can buy tickets for this one. The 10th installment in our Silent Shakespeare series tells the tale of fraternal twins Viola and Sebastian, separated in a strange new land. Having survived a shipwreck and believing that her brother Sebastian has been lost, Viola falls hopelessly in love with Duke Orsino and disguises herself as a man to enter his services. Senetic takes on Shakespeare's Twelfth Night in a confluence of comedy and tragedy, a social commentary that brings laughter to sobering truths. On performance night, do you sometimes want to engage with other performance buffs? Well, the Professionals Night on January 15, you can join Senetic fans for a pre-theater dinner at Crystal City's Jaleo. You'll get a choice of 3 tapas and a dessert. You can call Senetic to order dinner and performance tickets together for a discount. For more fitness. Oh, that's fitness. Do you want to read fitness?
Go for it, Craig.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll read fitness.
You're ready to.
For more fitness-conscious fans, Senetic offers physical theater training. Their classes integrate exercise, creativity, and dance technique. They offer classes for teens and adults in both winter and spring. They also have various payment packages available. For more information, you can visit their website, senetictheater.org, or call their box office at 866-811-4111 for information about these and other events happening at Senetic Theater. Okay.
Well, that's right, Craig. Our last CBB story for the week. Communities and Schools of Northern Virginia distributes free groceries to school students in need on a weekly basis. If you're available on Wednesday to help with the distribution, just give them a call at 703-228-8694. Such an important event, Craig.
Really, lots of people eat,
Yeah.
and surprisingly, lots of people in Arlington don't have enough to eat. So
Absolutely,
that's a good
yeah.
one. All right, thanks, Daniel. We'll be back with our News for Seniors file right after we hear from our man about town for theater of the arts and a whole lot more. Rich Masabny.
Hey, Rich.
Take it away,
Happy New
Rich.
Year.
Thank you, boys. Same to you. I'm going to be fast. But I want to tell you, Theater J is closing out this weekend with a premiere show called Our Suburb. It takes place in, excuse my voice, Skokie, Illinois, a suburb of Chicago, and the Nazis want to have a demonstration there, and the people are all up in arms about it. Tremendous acting on this thing. There's people like Joshua Dick, who's playing in this, Sarah Tercini, Jim Jorgensen, Catherine Kelly. It's a good cast. The phone number there is 800-494-8407, or check the website, theaterj.org. Now, and finally, I want to tell you about Gypsy. You know, in 1959, when I was just a pup, my mother wheeled me into the theater on Broadway to see Gypsy with Ethel Merman. And we'll have that up on the screen, I'm sure, because our man Jay there got that picture. But Gypsy was terrific. She belted out those songs. And we got here now at the Signature Theater playing through the end of January, It's set in the 1920s, and you've got an ambitious mother, showbiz mother, Mama Rose, played by Sherry Edelin, and she is just wonderful in this thing. By the way, the gal who plays Gypsy Rose Lee is Maria Rizzo, wonderful too. There's a huge cast of talented people in this thing. And Mitchell Hebert as Herbie, the husband, he's a well-known actor around town. I was surprised seeing him do this and doing it so well. Anyway, it's just wonderful. And one of my favorites, Sandy Bainham, plays a stripper in this thing, and boy, is she good. Wonderful actors, everything, you'll never get away from me. Everything's coming up roses. Let me entertain you. Anyway, call them up at Signature Theater, in Shirlington, 703-820-9771. And let's see here, the signature-theater with an re.org. Thank you very much. Thank you, boys.
So much,
Let
Rich,
me entertain you.
That's right.
And we'll have a real good time. Oh, yeah.
You got
That's
it.
Gypsy Rose Lee.
Did your mother roll you in on a thing to see that?
Well, yeah. I'm sure she rolled me around, but I don't know if she went to see that one. Thanks, Rich. Appreciate your reporting here. We go now with our News for Seniors file. Ready? Okay, on this one over here, you bet. Well, retiring doesn't have to be when you stop doing meaningful life work. Retirees can learn strategies for finding the right job from peer transition instructor Roxanne Rucker from Arlington's Office of Senior Adult Programs. This is a free, FREE workshop. It will take place Tuesday, January 14, from 6:30 to 8 p.m. at the Walter Reed Senior Center. For more information on this great program, 703-228-0955 for details. Daniel.
This is a great story. Well, AARP is sponsoring a 2-day smart driver class for seniors on Tuesday, January the 14th, and Wednesday, January the 15th, from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Arlington Community Center. It's really something that we can really all use to be smarter drivers. Instructors will review current rules of the road, defensive driving techniques, and how to be safer in today's increasing traffic environment. It costs $18 per person and $15 for AARP members. Participants must attend both days to receive a certificate, with some auto insurers recognized for premium discounts. To register, call 703-228-6588. Really a great event.
That's a good deal, yeah. You get to take the 2-day class and you get a little discount on your insurance. Can't beat that. Here's another News for Seniors items. Terrence and Renee Frederick, senior financial advisors with Merrill Lynch, are conducting a series of financial programs at senior centers in January and February, coming up here this next couple of months. The first program deals with education savings programs. That'll take place Thursday, January 16 at 1 in the afternoon at Walter Reed Senior Center. They'll focus on 529 plans, covered education savings accounts, and United Trusts for minors accounts. For more information and to register for this free program, call Walter Reed at 703-228-0955. Speech Masters. Daniel.
Absolutely. Well, Craig, most people, young or old, are afraid to speak in front of, well, a large group. But it's never too late to learn. Speech Masters is a group that helps people perfect public speaking and communications. Arlington Mill Senior Center's director, Jennifer Weber, just happens to also head Speech Masters. Speech Masters is offering a free weekly program every Friday at 1 p.m. at the Arlington Mills, starting on January the 17th. To register, just give them a call. That's at 703-228-7369. And as always, we want to thank our own Judy Masomny for helping us out with these week stories, and, well, every week, right?
Your efforts. You bet. Thanks, Judy.
Thank you so much, Judy.
Okay, we'll be back if we have time for a final bye-bye right after we hear from Rich again, doing double duty tonight. Ladies from Teatro de la Luna. Here's Rich.
Hey, Rich.
Okay, thank you. We have old friends here from Teatro de la Luna. We have the producer, Nucky Walder, and we have actress over here, Marcela Ferlito. You've seen them before, and they're favorites of ours, to be honest with you. But we're trying to be objective. But everybody loves to see the Children's Theater Festival that they do. I don't know why you only do it on one day.
One day?
Yeah, January 18.
Yeah. It's a long weekend.
Yeah.
First of all, and then it's a lot of work to tell you the truth. And our calendar, you know, our season
Yes.
is pretty full. So
Yeah, I know.
That's the
I know you got
reason.
so many things coming up, but this Children's Theater Festival, which they're going to do at the Rosalind Spectrum, you know that place. I love that place because you can park your car yourself, and there's no charge for parking, and there's a lot of room. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. And I want to give a phone number right off the bat, and maybe we can put up on the screen, Jay. Their phone number for Teatro de la Luna. Would you say Teatro? I love the way you say it. Say it.
Teatro de la Luna.
See, I never can say it that way. All right.
Train you.
All right, 703-548-3092. And on their website, I'm sure they got everything on this children's festival at www.teatrodelaluna.org.
yes.
And it tells about this January 18 festival. Now, it's an all-day affair, isn't it?
6 hours.
It's 6 hours?
6 hours.
My God, I'm going to try to get over there to look at this thing. Now, I know it starts from 11 a.m.
11 a.m.
And then at noon is something about, I wrote this, happy and healthy.
Yeah, the play that Marcela will be performing in it.
Is that the one with the lettuce, Miss Lettuce?
Exactly.
I've seen this girl doing Miss Lettuce. It's
A
very
one-woman
nice.
show, huh?
Yeah, it really is, really is. And then at 2 p.m., kids are on stage.
Yes.
Is that they can walk around and see what's going on? Is that what happens, or what does that really mean?
That's actually the participation. We've invited other dance groups to participate on the stage. So we're actually going to have the participation of our theater students, Las Lunitas, the Little Moons. And then we also have Los Quetzalitos, which is Mexican dance. We have Ballet Folclórico Coetí from Paraguay. We also have Matices, which is Peruvian dance. And we have Tobas Dinastía, which is Bolivian dance.
Gee.
A
Now,
lot.
How many people are we talking about?
A lot.
A lot.
In 2 dressing rooms.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite a big number because obviously all groups have between 5 and 15.
14,
you know.
15.
Does
performing.
anybody come? I wish I could, or maybe I'll do it. I don't know. Do people come like from 11 a.m. and stay till the end? Why?
Some of
through
them,
all-
some
through
of
all
them
the different
stay.
things.
Yeah, some of them stay. Yes.
Now you got stuff at like that same day, January 18. That's Saturday.
Yes.
January 18 at 4 o'clock in the lobby.
Yes.
That's like closing out the show.
So we have our first performance at 12 noon.
Yeah.
And then
Why do I have 11 a.m.?
at 11 we open the festival.
Oh, okay.
So kids can come and there's going to be coloring books. There's going to be puzzles.
Can I get a coloring book?
You can. You
and
can
crayons?
get 2.
And crayons?
2.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah. And
And at
we
12
have
noon.
also Hermosa. Mr. Hermosa is going to play the cajon with the
We have some
daughter.
musicians.
musicians.
What instrument is that you just said?
Cajon
What is that?
It's a box.
It's a box that sounds, and they can make.
You mean you bang it like this or something?
Usually they put it here and they.
Oh, I've seen that.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know the name of it.
He's
Cajon.
Peruvian actually.
Oh.
So they use it a lot in Peru.
Well, it's again. This is the producer Naku Walda and Marcela Ferlito, and Mario. Is he involved in this?
Yeah, he's helping also.
Yeah.
We have about 20 volunteers for this day because there is a lot to do on stage and also in the lobby when we provide entertainment to
Now,
the kids.
how young can these kids be who come to this? How can they be
young?
5 years old?
They can be
Oh,
5 years
before.
old, of course, yes. Because really the idea is that there's always going to be activities. So even if they don't want to watch the rest of the play, you know, they can go outside and do an activity, or maybe they
some-
want to, you know, go in and out.
Yeah,
Some kids
yeah,
are very
yeah,
busy,
yeah.
so that's fine too. We have a lot of activities.
And one of the things, like, I don't know why I'm so crazy. Well, you know how parking is so difficult all over the area, but not here
No.
at the Roslyn Spectrum.
Free.
So when you were saying maybe, for example, I don't know, but somebody might come in at 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, see something at 2 o'clock, and go. They can go and come back if
And
they
come
wanted
back.
to, right?
Yep, and come back.
And there's
yeah.
no charges, there's no penalties. It's easy. That's the way
Nothing.
things should be.
And it's metro accessible as well. on
Yeah,
the
that's true.
Roslyn.
The
That's true.
Roslyn
Of course,
is just
of
one
course,
block.
of course. Now, how? Let me see. What year? How many years have you been doing this show?
Oh, so many years. Maybe 5 years so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about 5 years.
And all activities are bilingual. That's
Oh, good.
also very
Good.
important. The play is bilingual, Sanos y Contentos, Happy and Healthy, in which I also want to mention the participation of Cristian Perez, who's a local artist as well. He's a guitarist.
Oh.
He's from Argentina, and this is his first time participating with us. But the experience has really been wonderful. It's live music in a children's production, so it's
But I can
really
come,
wonderful.
right? I'm not too old to come and see what's going on. Do I
You're
have to go
very
out in the
welcome.
street? Do I have to go out in the street and find a kid and bring him with me?
No.
No?
I might call you up on stage, though.
You have your inner child.
Oh,
All the
you're
time.
right. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, we were saying the show Happy and Healthy really is for all ages.
Okay,
Because
I'm
even
glad.
for adults, because it does speak about healthy
nutrition.
eating.
Okay, we got to close out. Remember, the phone number for these people is 703-548-3092 or their website, teatrodeluna.org. Thank you, ladies, very much.
Thanks to you.
Back to the desk.
Thank you so much,
Marcella?
Rich. Thank you
Oh,
so
thanks,
much.
Rich. Yeah, we're back. Thanks, Rich. Double duty again tonight.
Double pay, too.
There you go. You're taking us to lunch, right? Okay, I guess that's a wrap. Thanks for watching our first edition of the
Our
Arlington
newscast,
Weekly,
yeah.
Arlington Weekly News for 2014. We made it through despite our teleprompter difficulties tonight. Hopefully we'll get that fixed and we'll have it ready for you to go next week. And you'll be there and we'll be here and we'll do it all again. Anything else to...
Happy 2014.
Happy New Year.
Belated
Happy
Happy
New
New
Year.
Year. Have a safe and happy rest of the week. We'll see you next week. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
You can't be on camera.